Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Mishaps.
Misfits, Mishaps. I thought you were going to go with what episode we are. Happy.
I can't remember.
I don't know. 14,
So,
I think we
yeah.
are. So I don't know what
Okay.
we are, but
Yeah.
here we are again.
Yes.
On our
Here we are. We're almost done with
financial stewardship mishaps.
I know. This is.
Should it be like mishaps of the week or mishaps of our life? Or
it could be both. There's so many. There's so many mishaps. I thought it was so nice to have like some actual professionals, I think, talking to us about it, and some really good practical examples, right, of stuff. But I did sort of write down, like, I think a lot of people have anxiety over money, and so these are my little practical steps that I came up with, which I plagiarized from different places. But name the anxiety, right? Everybody says that.
Money.
Write down exactly what you're afraid of, and I think, like that there's not enough is basically what that is. But anyway, and so practice. Right now we have enough for today. Oh, that's like pretty scary, really good. Create clarity, right? Avoidance fuels the anxiety. That's true. Focus on the next right steps, not the whole mountain. I think that like Natalie and Holly talked about that, like just do one thing. Like, what are you going to do for this month? And so that was good. One faithful step. Bring money into the light with someone safe. That's hard. As we know, that's hard. But I think being able to say, like, this is where I'm stressed. This is what my issue is. And we do that with so many other issues, but we don't necessarily do it with that one. So, and I think everybody's got their thing that they don't do it with, right? And so, like, I can bring all my junk to you about my financial situation. Like, you could care less, but like, that doesn't bother me. But I got other stuff that I'm like, oh, I just don't want to talk about this. I'm so anxious about this. So,
let me stop you there and just ask the audience, because we didn't end with Natalie and Holly asking that too. Like, I'd love to hear just to that. What is your stressor? Like, I feel like we both have had phases throughout this podcast where we've been pretty open about ours. And, I always say mine's money.
Yeah.
And just doing this financial stewardship the last couple of weeks has made me have to be more vulnerable with a community that doesn't even know me to say, listen, a lot of things in my life I've done well. This is an area that I don't feel like I've done well, and I've carried that burden. And so be curious to our listeners, like, I guess the question would be twofold. What's your area of weakness? Not even weakness, yes, but like your stressor. Is it money? Is it family? Is it health? Is it faith? Is it, like, if you had to pick the one area of your life that's the biggest stressor?
It's like, it's more than stressor. It's the thing, like, that you hold so close to your vest that you're not vulnerable about, right? Like, because yes, that does cause stress, but the truth of the matter is, it's like, it's so tight in there that you can't let it go.
Let it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I think it comes from a pride, right? Because I want an image to the world to be, look, we got it all together.
Right.
And the one area that you hold so close to your vest is usually the area that you don't have all together. Right. Whether that's I'm an alcoholic, or I'm watching porn, or I'm committing adultery, or I'm cheating at work, or I'm not working hard enough and I'm lazy. I'm going to try to fake it and make it look like I'm working, whatever it is.
But it's also even decent, like, it's like, your marriage isn't great. You have a prodigal child. Like, you have, like, whatever it is.
There's kids on drugs. I don't want the world to know, because then they'll think differently of
Exactly.
me. So
it
stems from a pride of, I don't want people to know that I'm not doing well in this area.
Right.
And that's
And
hard.
I think no matter what, financial, whatever the issue is, like, that's true of it. Right. I mean, it's
we all have a hidden thing that we don't want anybody to know.
Don't want anybody to
So
know.
what is yours is the first question. But then, speaking of financial stewardship, I would love to know from our audience and our listeners if you have tips and tricks. Like, I wanted to end the last one with that too. Like, do you have a tip? Do you have a trick that you've used? Or is there a thing that you're like, I tried this and it didn't work? Or an app that you're like, we keep talking about Acorns, like, that app has been so good for me. So is there an app out there or a program that you're using that?
Which I had no idea about that. That's what I do. Like that. Is it Acorns with an S?
It's Acorns. Acorn. It's like Revelations.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it's in my little financial thing.
Look,
it's Acorns
with an S.
And so
like you're
it pops
saving,
up.
you're squirreling away
Yep,
acorns.
that's what it is. It's, you know.
Cute.
And so it tells you,
Yeah.
like,
Look at this.
how much you can invest and where it's at every day. It tells me my roundups and
I love
you know.
that.
So it's and it's literally that easy.
Yeah.
So
I love
that's
that.
nice.
But like, I think, yes, we would love to hear anything that you have to share, because that is, you know, we certainly don't know it all.
Right, part of this community. Where are you at? That's part of it. So go ahead. I'm
Right.
sorry. I meant to do that at the end of the last
No.
one.
That ties in with, I think, like, we do have a responsibility to plan. And even, you know, in my goals, I said, like, I feel like we just sort of we don't necessarily, Rodney and I don't necessarily go outside the guardrails, but we definitely don't necessarily have a plan. It's like, oh, we should do that. You know, we should get a new dishwasher, right? Like, okay,
Right.
but it's just sort of, we do it in these passing moments, and we don't really ever sit down and say, like, what are our goals,
Right.
in terms of financial and
Well, and even I think it was maybe it was Holly, I don't remember, said something about that as far as like as a couple.
Yeah.
Even, or maybe you said it, like you sit with your clients and say, what are your long-term
Right.
3 or 4 goals?
Right.
I don't know if Sean and I ever sat down from a financial perspective.
Yes.
I mean, we set goals all the time, but
Right.
like, I don't know
Right.
if he and I ever said, hey, at age this, I hope we're here.
Right.
I don't know if we ever set long-term financial goals.
Yeah. And I think it's important to be able to do that. Like, I remember when my dad was alive, he was like, you know, it's really important that we educate our kids without student loans, so they come out without student loans, and I want to be able to leave this much money, right? And that just, we're still talking about it 10
Right,
years
he knew.
later, right? And so, like you guys said, we're not going to put our kids in a position to have student loans.
Right.
And like,
Right.
this is what Rodney and I do. It's like a passing, oh, we should do that, thing, but like, I don't think we've ever written them down.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know.
the rest of our lives, most everything gets at least some sort of attention and time and energy and formality, you know, and we don't strategically plan for that. So,
we'll go ahead and finish that first, then I'll go to the.
I loved this because this is, you know, my thing, but like, give something away. Like, even if it's, you know, a cup of coffee that you thought you could buy for, like, just give it to somebody else, right? Because that generosity, I think, makes you feel like so good about I am rich, right? I'm rich in spirit. I'm rich in time. I'm rich. Like give your time away. Whatever it is, I think it brings us back to, you know, what we're created to do, which is to be generous and to love one another. Good. And so,
that's a good one.
Yeah. Anyway, that was the comparison thing. I think, like, I have really just said, like, I got to be done with this stupid Instagram thing.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't even, like, do anything on there.
Right.
Sorry, we shouldn't say that because we need to be
Right.
on there.
Misfits
For Misfits has to be on there.
You should really check out Misfits on Instagram.
Right, exactly. But, but I do think, like, it's so easy to think, I need that.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
I
my
don't
gosh.
even do so much as the comparison thing, but I'm like, huh.
Oh,
that
it's like
little-
they auto-generate. I started looking
Right.
for wedding dresses for
Oh,
the
yeah.
wedding, and now
Forgot it.
everything on Instagram is another dress.
Right.
I'm like, oh, I'll just order that and return it. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
Right.
stop the madness.
I told you I had to do these Invisalign retainer things.
Yes.
So now there's this little ball that's, you know, $49. It's an ultrasonic Invisalign cleaner thing that that's all that's on my feet. I had to ask my dentist about it. I'm like, hello, do I need one of
Do I
these?
need one of these? Yeah,
And
I
he's like,
just
well, you
put-
probably do. But anyway.
I just put a heated eyelash curler in my cart.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, because as I'm getting older, I don't know if I'm noticing it. I don't know, but like maybe it's because the younger generation's doing
Fake ones.
lashes, so I'm all of a sudden aware of the fact that I don't have very
yeah,
good lashes.
and yours are red.
And mine are red, so if I
Yeah.
don't have mascara on it, I look completely bald.
Yeah.
So I always say, if I'm on a deserted island, I'm taking mascara. That's my
Yeah.
thing, because I
Okay.
can't go without it. But I'm like, man, I swear my eyelashes used to be curled more.
Yeah.
And now I don't know if as
That's
you older, they
hysterical.
sag too. So I was like Googling, like, what can I do to make my eyelashes better? And they were like, get a heated eyelash curler.
What in the world? I never
And
heard
so
of
it's
such
a
thing.
little, I ordered it.
Cool.
Everybody
I want
needs
of those.
one.
See, I want one of those.
Like, has a little, it's chargeable.
Okay.
And it's just a little box on the end of the curler. and you charge it and it's heated.
You know what you should do?
And then you heat it and it's
If
supposed
it works,
to do it.
you should give it away and give it to me.
We'll see. I don't know. But talk about stupid Instagram stuff. Like as soon as I Googled, what can you do for your eyelashes? I now get every ad on heated curlers. So I bought a heated eyelash curler. Someone tell me if they work. I don't know. I haven't got it yet. It's on back order, so they must be great.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Okay, so, well, see, that means we need it.
Right.
I mean, that's a whole different. That
you wonder why I have financial problems.
That has nothing to do with
a heated eyelash curler.
Financial stewardship. Oh my God. Anyway, those were just sort of This could be a mishap.
This could be a mishap. My heated eyelash curler.
Depending on what it does.
I'm having a hot flash, like you can tell.
That's hysterical.
Oh, I know. Heated eyelash curler. So, before I get into the misfits, because I do have I do have a financial mishap that's happening as we speak. So I will share that in a minute. But your list is great. But I wonder, and I don't know if I would say this is a flip side to this or just another side, but there's another demographic of people, let's say, who live in, Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Who live in huts.
Yeah.
And we'll never have a financial planner.
No, for sure
We'll
not.
never talk about estate planning.
No.
We'll never talk about retirement and leaving money to kids.
Right.
And you go there on mission trips, and they are the most joyful people in the world. And so I wonder where the balance is between that.
Yeah.
Like we spend so much time, I spend way too mujust stressing over money, worrying over money, thinking about money, knowing if I don't have enough money, to people that just, money isn't part of their, they don't have it, and it's not part of them, and they have no stress.
But there's also, I think, there's such good that comes from living in a society and a culture that we live in, such opportunity, right? But the dark side of that comes with then we're creating anxiety. They don't have the kind of anxieties that we have, and they're not worried about their eyelashes. They're not worried about what shoes we have, right? I mean, so I think, we have escalated this into such a big, huge thing because we don't really believe God will provide because we haven't had to rely on that. And so I think like God knew that when the Bible was written, that he talks about money all the time because, he knew that this is where we were going to be, and that, he's never going to be enough to fulfill us the way we live. So,
I told Sean the other day, a commercial popped up or whatever about starving kids and give money or one of those, and I said to him, what if we just sold everything and went to be missionaries somewhere?
Right. Yeah.
It would take away the financial stress, like all the burden that I have of finances.
You think
I think
so?
if I lived in a culture where I wasn't around it, I wasn't hearing about it, I wasn't seeing all the stuff, and you lived in a hut somewhere.
I don't think that would take it away from you.
You don't think it would?
No. Because I think it's your thing. So I don't think it actually has that much to do with money.
Yeah.
It has to do,
But if you lived in a culture that no one had it, so then you didn't feel bad that you didn't have it. I don't know.
But so then the issue is like then you're comparing yourself to right? So
but how
that's
do you
still
not
going to happen
in
living in a hut, and you're going to be like,
compare my hut
your
to
hut
theirs.
is taller than my hut, or your hut is closer to the road than my hut.
That's true.
And
that's
like
true.
I think
I would love to interview somebody from there and hear if they have stresses about that.
I think so. I mean, we have like compassion kids that like when we communicate with them, and as they get older and older,
They're stressing about not having.
They're stressing about the lack of opportunity that they have. Now they're incredibly grateful for where they are, which I don't think we are. Right? I don't think we sit in gratitude.
Right.
Like it's so easy to change someone's life in that situation, right? And they have to be humble enough to let someone do it and let somebody help, right? So I think it's an ingrained problem with us in our culture and who we are, and that makes us like think we have to have more, right? And
I guess there is a difference between gratitude, which is what I think I see in them, and no anxiety.
Right.
They probably do, I'm sure, in some extent. Like you said, it doesn't matter whether you a salary of $5 or a salary of $5 million. They're still stressed about money. You're right.
Yeah. So I don't think that.
So don't go be a missionary in Zimbabwe.
No, I mean, I think from a comparison perspective, sure, you should go be a missionary in Zimbabwe if you feel like that's a gifting God gave you and that's where you belong. But I have this weird feeling that you're going to get there and be like, I have my doctorate. I could really be helping like this, and this. And I could, and so like, I feel like you have to sort of own it. And like, I've just had to learn that over the years. Like it is, I think just owning, like, this is who I am. This is where I am. This is like, I didn't do any of this. Like God did it. I don't know why. This is where God has me. Why am I even like worried about it?
Right.
One way or the other, non-financial. Like what am I doing?
What am I doing?
What am I doing?
I know.
So I think the financial piece brings out all of our junk, right? Because it's I don't know why, but it brings up all all junk.
I know.
So
I don't know. Someday, Lord,
but it's all about faithfulness, and if
reveal
we feel like
himself
we
to
can
me
be
in that
faithful in different things,
hot, cold. You're
Right.
seeing an immediate
right?
on air what it's like to have hot flashes and then
interesting
not.
Were you cold?
I like had a hot flash instantly, and then the
Now
sweat
you're-
comes, and now I'm
now
cold.
you're
So
cold.
I'm trying to bring them back down. So
Okay.
welcome to Menopause.
Okay. This is
Sorry,
a new
I'm
shirt.
good.
It's pretty.
No, it's not new. It's old.
fun.
I just grabbed it out of the.
It's cute.
Thanks. Anyways,
Old is new.
old is new.
Right.
So,
Mishaps.
so
Let's start with this.
sometimes it's not good that your husband listens to the podcasts. My husband is currently on the road driving to Birmingham because we had another car.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, when you have 5 cars
Your car situation.
and they're all worse than the next.
Yeah.
So one car is always I'm just so done with cars. And in Bailey's circumstance, they're getting married in a couple months, and the company that her fiance works for, when he gets the designee of where he's going, like he's in training, like as soon as you get to where you're going to go here,
Like
he gets a car.
Okay.
And so a car is coming. So they're just trying to get through, because once he gets his car from the company, then she can drive his current car. So then her terrible car that we have, she won't need.
Right.
So we're like, we just need it to get through a couple more months. And so it died a couple months ago. So we brought it here. We got it fixed.
Trailered
it back to not like we're literally babying this thing to just get it through. And it was running great. I mean, she even called a couple, like right before Christmas, she called. She's like, this is the best tamale's been forever. So the car is named Tamale. She's like, tamale has not been this good forever. It's been awesome. We're great. Well, she leaves for Christmas break. And so it got freezing cold up there, and no one was there, and no one started the car, and now the car won't start. So she goes back after Christmas, and they've, all the stuff we would know, jumped into all the stuff. We paid a mobile guy to go out and assess it, and no one knows what's wrong with Tamale. So my husband is now currently on the way with his truck, driving to Birmingham. Again, this is an 8-hour drive. Like this isn't around the corner.
Close, right.
He is driving twofold because he somehow thinks he'll get out there and be able to fix what the mechanic couldn't.
Okay.
He's not a mechanic.
Right.
Like, he's not a mechanic.
Yes.
So, like, the idea that somehow he's like, I think I can go out there and assess the damage and fix it, when we paid for a mobile mechanic to come out and couldn't.
Yes.
But Sean somehow, non-mechanic, is going to look at it and fix it. Typical male.
He does have God grace.
He does. And he says his buddy's a mechanic here that he loves. And he's like, he's going to FaceTime me. He thinks he can fix it on FaceTime. I'm like,
Okay, there you go.
Which I hope it is. I hope that's
great.
it. I hope that works. So Sean is currently on the road driving to Birmingham to fix Bailey's car.
Yes.
If not, he's going to leave her his truck.
Okay.
And he's going to rent a truck and trailer this car back to us to get it fixed.
To get the guy here fixing it.
And again, because we're upside down, this is the finances.
Yes.
This car's one of those cars that's just upside down.
Right.
And so we still owe a significant amount of money on this car, and it's not worth what we owe. So to trade it in, we'd lose value on it. And we can't just pay it off outright because we're paying for a wedding.
Right.
So I can't just pay it out.
Right.
So we are stuck with this car.
Right.
That is like the biggest lemon in the world, and what we've invested and put into and now are dealing with. I was like, you wonder why we have financial mishaps.
God.
So literally he had to take time off work, drive 8 hours, spend the night, fix a car, and potentially trailer it back.
All that costs money.
All that cost money. I mean, just all the stuff. And then I said, okay, you're going to leave her the truck, the big old truck, which is fine. She'll be fine. You're going to trailer this car back and try to get it fixed. And then you're not going to have a car here.
Right.
So he's going to take his motorcycle.
Oh.
So Lord willing, the weather's good because he's now on a motorcycle until, I don't know. She has to come back in February for the shower. So we're hoping that it's all fixed and that she'll bring the truck back in February when she comes back for the shower. So more financial mishaps, our world.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, you can't get ahead.
I can't get ahead. I can't get ahead.
It's like
you put a dollar aside
right.
and the car
How
breaks.
does,
And you're
like, how does that work?
I know. I just said that to Cree today. I was like, someday all the kids are going to be off the payroll.
Right.
And all y'all are going to have your terrible cars gone. And I'm going to buy a new car.
Yeah.
And it's going to not die on me.
It's right. You're going to be able to drive it and count on it and not wonder, like, I have to build margin in case the car goes down.
I don't know what that
These
would be
cars, they like haunt you.
They are. We have the worst cars.
Rodney, like, takes care of cars. Like, I don't know anything about cars. I don't even like to gas up my car. So.
Sean just told Cannon, our youngest, he's like, why don't you go back and be a mechanic so that we don't have to pay all this money? We'll pay you to go be a mechanic.
Yeah, that's
so
hysterical.
That we don't have to deal with this.
This might be a good financial,
like,
financial
my
thing.
goodness.
That is
so
funny.
there's our mishap right now. Literally, Sean is on the road.
Yeah. I don't have a good mishap, actually.
Well, that's because you're a financial steward.
No, but it like
you don't have crappy cars.
No, but I have, it's very interesting. Like, we have run into sort of the opposite problem with our kids are saying, you don't have to help us.
That's nice.
Which is fine.
It's not a problem.
It's not a bad thing, but it's also like, why wouldn't you let us if we can?
If we can.
Right? And so, like, again, it goes back to this money message thing that we talked about. Like what do we do wrong? Like you don't have to do this separately. Now, I know, like, we've talked to you and I have talked about this a lot. Like, I'm all about financial independence and setting them up to be financially independent. And,
and they are.
And they are, but...
So you have to celebrate that.
Yeah, but I just think it's sort of interesting that it's
so
like...
So you and Rodney need to go on a trip.
We'll go ahead and do those Jags tickets. And it's like, no, I got it. And I'm like, you don't, like, need me? Like, wait, what? Don't need like so it's been sort of interesting things that, like,
well, you're wearing your jewelry. I think
I am
you should
wearing
talk
my
about
jewelry,
your jewelry.
so I'm
in
wearing
case
my
any of you
jewelry.
didn't listen,
Yes.
go back a couple episodes. We had a jewelry conversation.
I did. I said that I was going to start wearing my jewelry because you and I sort of both have this. We're opposite ends of the spectrum where you're like, I don't want anybody to know my financial situation.
Because it's so bad.
Because it's bad. And I'm like, I don't want anybody to know my financial situation either.
Right.
And so I have some really nice jewelry that that Rodney bought me and that was sort of ashamed to wear and ashamed to say that I have. And I decided that,
and
if you're going to be vulnerable, I'm going to be vulnerable.
Look, show your ring.
So
How beautiful.
I have my ring.
And the earrings?
Yes, this is an Alexandrite. And it is...
it really is.
I have it. So
gorgeous.
It changes under the light. I don't know if you can see it, but it changes colors.
It's
not like a mood ring.
We've held hands twice
It's not like a mood ring, but it does, like, if you see it in this, it's like sort of purpley. Can you see that?
It's gorgeous.
But anyway, there's one mine in the world where they mine it, and it happens to be in Brazil. And I love that it's purple, like, Lydia and purple colors.
Well done, Rodney.
Yes, and so...
and look at her showcasing this.
Yes,
beautiful.
So I have.
Well done.
Yeah, so I'm not ashamed of it.
Good.
So I'm practicing.
That's it.
So I promised I would do it, and I'm doing it. It's one of my goals.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and this is, I don't know where we're at in the scheme of things or when we're recording. I mean,
this is
the
end of
things.
Yeah, end of January.
So this ended. Oh, so then it would have been back a couple weeks. But,
yeah.
There is National Quit Friday.
Oh yeah,
which is like when everybody quits their
We're
goals.
not
like
quitting
the
our
most
goals.
people quit their goals, and so we are coming up on National Quit Friday. And so
Yeah.
look at you,
I know,
getting a goal.
Not-
well, and I just talked to Creed on the phone, and one of his goals, which was so sweet, not that he listens to this, but one of his goals was to have quality date nights with mom. And he's away. But he was
That's
like, I'm going to
really
make an
nice.
effort. And so today we
How
went
sweet
to
is
lunch.
that?
And I was like, look, you get to cross off one of your goals. You did a
know,
quality
that's
time
so
with
sweet.
just mom. I know.
You know, Alex called me today and said, "Hi, Mom. I'm just calling to check on you." I was like, "Those boys,
Those boys can
I know,
melt
they
your
melt
heart
you.
in a
I
second.
know.
That's all. If they knew,
I know,
that all it took was a,
I
hey,
know it.
mom, in the
Yes.
world.
I know, so sweet,
Yeah.
so sweet." So I'm like, "What do you need? Right, I'll give you anything. I can help you."
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, but
National Quit Friday, and we've not quit.
We haven't quit. And
So that's good.
I did review my goals too, which I
Oh,
keep
good.
saying like, oh, Tammy's reviewing her goals.
Yeah.
I need to review my goals. I
Yeah.
did that last year and did a good job of it, but I thought I also put on my Monday.com and said,
Review
your
your
goals every couple, 6 weeks or so. So anyway.
Good.
Yeah. So
There we are, and
financial
we're-
mishaps. But,
Financial mishaps. Tell us yours.
Yep.
Right?
Love to share.
Love
We'd
to know
hear.
mishaps.
Yeah.
Best bet is probably one of my mishaps. I love to gamble a little bit. Like
I forgot. Yeah.
I love to gamble, and
yeah.
I don't gamble, but
Right.
I mean, $5 here or there,
Yeah.
but it could be a problem. And so, did I tell you this?
No, I'm like
Where
wondering where this
came.
is going.
So, trying to do better because we're talking about financial stewardship. I was reading on, 5 things the average American can do to save money.
Yeah,
Whatever.
right, okay,
Easy. Don't
right,
buy
right,
Starbucks.
right,
They give you
right,
these. And one of them, I don't know where I get my data.
Yeah.
I don't know how legit this is, but it said to download Solitaire Cash and you can make money by playing games. And I was
No
like,
way.
it was in one of the top 5 ways. And
Are you
I thought,
kidding?
I love Solitaire. So I
That
downloaded
is hysterical.
Solitaire Cash. So every night I play, like it's my
like
downtime
work.
at night, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's
making
better
money.
than Instagram, I think.
Yes, and I'm making money. So I'm up to $8.70. I was up to $14, but then I played like a high risk, and I'm down to $8. So I got to build my kitty back up now before I
Okay.
can play some high risk. But
I didn't know you liked to gamble. I know you went to Best
I love
Bet.
to gamble. If I had the money, I would be a terrible gambler.
Okay, well, so here's one reason why God's not doing that. Let's just talk about that. If there's any excess, I would gamble. Let's
gamble it
talk
away.
about that.
I love.
That is so funny.
I love the.
Like the adrenaline high.
I could, if I just rolled this, I could, or if I just pulled that, I could. It's the competitiveness in me that I always think I can beat the house, or I can beat the, whatever.
Yeah. Like, so you think you're smarter than.
I do, and
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't even know how to,
Interesting.
and the funny thing is, I'm a slot
I
machine.
was just gonna say,
like I'm
so
not a
it's not
table
exactly-
person, really.
Right.
Like, I mean, I've played a few, but like, that's not my jam. I'm like the penny slot machine
Isn't this
person.
funny? I have no interest in gambling. I am like,
fun.
these people, are you like, you go to Atlantis in
Yes.
the Bahamas or on a cruise or something, and I'm like, what? These people are all idiots. Like
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
like gets me fired
no,
up.
I can't stand it. All the lights. And
Oh,
the
walking through it,
the
I love it.
oxygen that they're pumping
Oh,
in
yep,
there,
I
and
love
everything.
it.
Rodney and I went to Las Vegas, and we put $20. We got
Yeah.
$20 for the slot machine, and so we're like $10 in, and gone in like 42 seconds.
Yes.
And Rodney's like, "Can we get our money back?
Yeah.
We can go have gelato."
I know.
We were like, "This is the dumbest thing
so
ever."
dumb. I mean, and thankfully.
Isn't that funny?
But it is a very fun date night for me. Like when we talk
Yes,
about different date
yeah.
nights, like I tell Sean, like
Like, that's
that would
what
be
you-
my choice. Like let's each take $20 that we would go to dinner and go to Best Bet and play.
Which is actually good for your health.
You know,
so like
so
that's okay, probably.
We're very managed, and Sean doesn't love to gamble.
Yeah.
Like it's not him.
But think about it. If you won $100, that's like new money.
Right.
You could-
So that's where I'm like, I think, and so
you
then
could save
that's-
100% of it.
That's where I get like, if I just do one more roll, if I just do one more. So at Best
This is
Bet,
what-
there is a game. So again, back to my boys, which is hilarious. Obviously, Bailey and I have a ton in common
Yes,
because
yes,
we're girls.
yes,
So
yes.
trying to
Right.
find things with my boys. Like
Yeah.
there's sports, there's this. And I'm like, okay, I can watch football with
Right.
you, but it's not the same.
Right.
So like finding something.
Yeah.
And so we found Best Bet. So for Mother's Day last year, they took me to Best Bet. So it's me, Creed, and Cannon. We go into Best Bet on Mother's Day, and they each gave me money, and we're going to go play. And that was going to be our Mother's
That's-
Day thing. So we announce it going into Best Bet. And I was
Right.
like, so this is how sweet of my boys
Yeah,
to
I'm
take
here
me
for
to
Mother's
Best
Day.
Bet. We're going to do it. And I'm going to win because how sweet
Mother's
is this
Day.
that we're
Right.
going to
I mean,
Best
God's
Bet,
on my
right?
side. Right.
So they put me at one table to try to teach me this game that I can't even, and I don't even know how to say the name of it. Was not my jam. And then I found Johnny War.
What is that?
On the Did you just say, what is that?
Like regular
Like the card
war?
game Johnny War that you play?
I don't, like war?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Why is it called Johnny War?
I don't know. You don't call it Johnny War?
No, it's just war.
We're like one card to one card, and winner takes.
I never called it Johnny,
Johnny War.
Who's Johnny?
I guess the guy that invented it.
Interesting.
It's always been Johnny War.
I've never heard
played Johnny
that
War.
before.
No,
Only war. Yeah, like you teach your kids, you can play war.
Yeah, Johnny War.
You get the whole. Yeah,
our kids play Johnny War.
That's so funny.
I don't know why it's
never
Johnny
heard of
War.
this.
That's so funny.
I've
But
never
it's,
heard of this.
Well, maybe it's just war. Best bet. I called it Johnny
so
War.
So they have a table?
There's a table that you play against the dealer, and you play Johnny War against the dealer. And it's just, you put down your chip, and it's just card against card. So it's just, and I was like, oh, I can do this game. And so I had my little bit of money left, and I went down to the Johnny War table, and I thought, I'm going to be a millionaire. Right here.
Right.
I lost my money so fast, it wasn't even, I mean, statistically, it shouldn't have happened that way. But Creed saved the family. We all went in with 50.
Uh-huh.
As a family, the three of us.
Right.
We went in with 50. We went in with 150. We
Okay.
came out with 300.
Oh.
All because of Creed. Cannon and I lost every
Everything.
dime. So
Yeah.
Creed
That
saved
is
the family
so
that day.
funny.
Yeah, we like to gamble. Again, we don't
Like,
gamble
I know,
much,
but like it's entertainment for
yeah,
you.
it would be a night out
It's
for
just-
us.
Yeah, I do. I don't have any desire to do that. Isn't that
We
funny?
haven't done it with me yet. We make
That's
it fun
true.
because I scream and yell when we hit for 10
Oh my
cents.
God, you're one of those people.
Oh my gosh, I play the penny machine, and when I hit for like 10 cents, which is nothing, I'm
Yeah.
like, because the dinging goes ding, 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 ding. And I'm
Oh,
like,
I hate that noise. That gives me like nightmares. That
you get
is
free alcohol
so
as long as you're
funny.
gambling. Free alcohol. I mean, it's a great night. It's
That
cheap
is
night.
hysterical.
$10 in, I can get all my alcohol for free. Play the penny
You're
slots.
such a big drinker. You could probably spend less than $50 on alcohol and go
I take my
home.
2 and I'm like, I'm out.
Go home. Huh.
Yes, another side
I
of me.
did not know that
Yes.
this was. Look at this.
Look
we
at the
learn
things we're learning.
Okay, so let me just say, like, in general, if I'm God, I'm not going to give you extra to gamble with.
Gamble.
Yeah, just saying.
I know, but
Entertainment or not.
I'm
but
very-
I feel like you should go with the shooting thing.
Controlled.
As your date.
I'm very controlled with the gambling.
No, I seem to understand that, but it doesn't sound like.
Well, and
I seem to
there was
understand
a-
that you think you're very controlled, but
It's true.
but
There was a time where I was convinced that I was going to start a church in Vegas because I was like, gamblers
This
need
is-
Jesus too,
Oh,
and rich
that's-
people need Jesus. So I was like, Sean, I mean, this was serious conversations. I was like, I really think God might call us to Vegas to start a church
There we
because I
go.
think those gamblers need Jesus, and I'll be right
Oh,
there with them.
my God, that is so funny. This is so
I know.
funny.
There is a side.
Okay,
of me.
so it's deeper seated than comparison. I think. All right, scrap everything I've said, and let's go through this 12-step process.
That's so funny. I
Oh
know.
my God.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't gamble much because we don't have it, but I always think that
That's
would
funny.
be my thing if I could.
Like that would be your like
I would-
entertainment.
And I think it's the competitiveness.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm such a competitive
I'm so
person.
competitive too.
that
but
I'm
like,
like-
I don't. Like I would bet on me. Like if I was playing you in golf, I would bet. And
I
like
won't do, yeah.
like
Yeah,
like
bet
I
on
would
that
I
too.
would bet like we used to do that when we were kids. Like we would bet for whatever. Like you know, it's a I bet you
Yeah.
$5 you can't make that, or a buck that you probably wasn't
Yeah.
$5, but it,
Right.
you know. So like I would I could bet on that. I don't
Not the
like,
machine. Which you're not going to beat the machine.
the slot machine.
And
right.
intellectually, I know that.
I know. Yeah.
But every so often somebody hits. It's like the lottery. Although I don't play the lottery.
Really?
That
So
doesn't
that's
seem
the
like
other
a
thing I
challenge
was-
enough. Like I'm not going to just circle a number. That
Or
seems so
scratch it
random.
off or
but like
whatever.
a card game or like a
Like I guess you have to use your intellect too.
I know, but the slots you don't. That does not
Or
take
war.
an intellect. Or
Johnny War
I
or
know.
regular war.
True.
Interesting. I'm going to pick a
Yeah,
poll. Do you
I
say
don't know.
Johnny War or war?
Yeah.
I think is this we could have
yeah,
a
if we knew how to do that on
Kahoot or something. Whatever
when
those
somebody
things
on
are called.
Instagram where you slide your choices, there's a way to make a post and you vote on Instagram. If I knew how
There
to
is?
do that. Yeah. I've seen people do it. I voted on it. I just don't know how to do it.
I wish we could pay somebody to do our Instagram, though.
I know. Anybody out there? Well,
love
we'd need
it.
sponsors
That's
to make money
where
first.
I would pay, no, but I would spend my gambling money on that.
To
I
pay
would be
somebody
like,
to
okay,
do
I
our
have an
Instagram.
allocation of gambling money of $50 this month.
That's it.
I am going to
put
spend
that
it
towards-
on not
that's so
having to
funny,
be.
yeah. And I should put it out there. Sean is not a
production team.
gambler. He does not like the gambling thing. He will do it for me for a night.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
he'll usually sit behind me and watch me
Yeah.
gamble.
Well, I mean,
He just
You're just
doesn't.
having a good time.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
just
that's,
doesn't,
I can understand that.
So it's
But-
not his
which is
thing.
nice
It's
of
like
him.
drinking. He's not a drinker.
Yeah,
Not
but-
that I'm a big drinker, but even that.
Right.
He's just not.
But
He
still.
made a pact with the Lord. Make a pact with the Lord. I don't know what it was, but he kind of stated
Is that called a fleece? Not
a
really.
fleece
'cause
is
a
kind of,
fleece is
if
like
I
your
do
one-
this, tell me this.
Right,
Like I
yeah,
want to
exactly.
know.
Well,
This
it's
was
not
just
that.
his commitment to the Lord that he said he was not going to drink until Bailey's wedding. And he set this, 15 years ago, maybe, when he was in
Yeah.
seminary. We had to sign off in seminary that we wouldn't drink in seminary.
Right.
So we both had to kind of sign
Yeah.
a statement of faith in seminary. And when he did that, he said, I'm not going to drink till Bailey's wedding. So that's been a known thing in the house, which we laugh
Right.
because Bailey's wedding's coming. So now the kids are all like,
Oh, it's
Dad's
just
going to
calling.
drink.
Wait
Like,
till they see
you
how
know.
Dad's going to
Yeah,
do.
so they're like, that's the
That'll
joke
be
now, that at the
interesting.
wedding in
Bailey's
April,
like,
Dad's going to
Dad
drink.
should drink the morning after my wedding so he doesn't embarrass
Well, and now
me.
he's all of a sudden changing it. I don't know what he'll do, but I asked him the other day, I'm like, are you going to drink at the wedding? Because the
Yeah,
kids are all
right,
talking about, like,
yeah.
Dad's going to drink. Because that's been the rule
Right,
in the house.
right.
Dad won't drink till Bailey's wedding. And then he said the other day, he said, I might wait till the youngest Cannon is 21. He's like, just for the sake that then everybody's legal and it's, and I was like, okay. So I don't know. But he's not a drinker.
Yeah. We're not very big drinkers.
No,
but
I mean,
like,
we're not.
it
It's
is
like I gamble like I drink.
It is
One,
right,
it's
exactly.
not,
We sound
you know,
like
I
like
sound
I would like Rodney and I too
alcoholic
like
gambler.
a
I'm
drink.
not.
Yeah.
Not an alcoholic gambler.
Oh my
I
God! Okay,
promise.
we're bearing our souls here. Like we better say goodbye before. Oh my
The
gosh,
mishaps. So
that's funny.
yeah, there's some financial mishaps there. Probably shouldn't gamble.
I'm just gonna say that, logically speaking, you shouldn't gamble if you think it's
Although,
going to make money.
We need
but
to have some fun in our life. I'm going to take you to Best Bet. We're going to go do Johnny
that is-
War.
I would just like to go so I can wear my
it's
cowboy boots.
So fun.
I'm so
fun.
I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to play blackjack. I don't I like cards, but I think I could probably war somebody. But
Johnny
so-
War is great.
You would be so mad if we went and I won something.
Oh, I'd be, and you would like beginner's
right,
luck. You'd be
right.
like, ding, 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 and I'd be like,
I think this could be
seriously?
the end of our friendship if you're like, are you
I'm gonna
kidding
hawk your
me?
ring for that.
Exactly. Are you kidding me? Oh, anyway.
Oh, that's
okay.
funny. All right.
Let us say goodbye. So,
Yes,
'cause we're-
mishaps are done.
Mishaps
we are
are done.
heading into
Perseverance?
Perseverance.
Who picked that?
I don't know. We were in rare form at Braze when
Weren't we when we did our year's
planned out
planning?
this
We
year.
were just
Although I think it's wise to do, because we just did wisdom.
Yes,
I think
right.
it's so
It is
wise to do perseverance. Like as we're heading into February, because it's like we've
No,
set
that's
goals, and it's like we're kind of getting into the lull of
Yeah.
it. So now it's like, all right, we
Yeah,
got
we're
to
gonna
dig our heels
persevere
in and
through-
persevere.
right. And my word and your word.
Yeah.
Right. We got some work
Coup.
to do. Coup. Yeah, inspire. Mine's a real word, but I
Coup.
laughed at when I was listening to the podcast, and us were like, "Great, now we're making up languages."
I was like, I can't find a one word in the English language that fit me, so I'm just
go,
making up my
Make
own.
it up. And I'm like, okay. And I'm reading the chronological Bible, and we have like the Tower of Babel.
Oh yes, they're like mixing up languages.
Great. Now
Tammy's
we're
right in there.
Now we're mixing
Yep.
up language. So, I
So
thought that
how are
was
you
funny.
doing on your chronological Bible?
Good.
Me
Good.
too.
I feel like we're Job and is a minute, right? I mean, I think it's like
I'm not in Job yet.
9 days. Really?
What chronological Bible are you doing?
I'm
What
doing a
chronology
Bible
are you
recap,
doing?
and we went from
Oh,
Genesis.
Bible recap. I'm doing a true chronological.
No, so are we. But Job is in right after Genesis, like.
But did you
before-
start it on January 1st?
Yes.
So you're on January 6th or whatever that is.
Yeah.
I'm not in Job yet.
Really? I have to read like 3 chapters a day.
Yeah, it's a lot of reading.
Huh. How'd you know? What are you in?
I'm on Abraham and Lot, and so they just wiped out Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh, see, we're before that.
So that was what I was asking Sean. Like, I
Yeah.
think different chronological Bibles.
Yes,
they
that is
say Job was earlier, but it was written later. So mine might be a, like,
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, just different.
Here's the good news. They're probably going to end at the same time.
Go figure.
But I think that is true. I think like different
The way it's
chronological
written
Bibles.
chronologically.
Yeah.
So mine
But I'm
is-
also not using a chronological Bible. Like you bought a new Bible.
I bought a 1-year chronological
Okay,
Bible.
so I have a 1-year chronological plan that I'm using with Bible Recap for the girls, you know, and I bought them the actual Bible, but I'm just using the sort of the
plan.
I'm using the plan, but I'm also doing the recap part of it, which is in a separate book, but I'm using it in my Bible because I wanted like my notes in my Bible.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was kind of the thing. I have my Bible, and I wanted a new Bible. It was like fresh start, so I bought this new Bible.
Yeah,
and it's been really good.
Yeah,
like I went through just the way that this. I don't know. We'll have to compare Bibles, which ones, but the way that this one's laid out, like if the same story is written in Genesis and in Chronicles, they'll put them together.
Yes, yeah, right. Mine
So
is
I'll
like-
see
ours
it
is
like
like that
5
too.
times
Yeah.
because it's in Genesis and in whatever.
Right. Wait
And
till you
so-
get to First Kings and Second Kings and First Chronicles and
yeah,
Second
it's gonna be
Chronicles.
like-
You're just like, did we just not do
dying,
that?
right?
Like, what are we doing?
I even feel that a little bit, and
Yeah.
it was the lineage and the way that it was shocked me. And I was like, Sean, like, am I reading this right?
Yeah.
There is a lineage that says, and Enoch
Yeah.
beget Methuselah, beget Lamech.
Uh-huh.
And then a page later, it says Enoch, blah, 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 Methuselah, not Methuselah, but another
Right.
one, Lamech. And I was like, wait, like we're in a whole different time period.
Right.
And go figure, it's 2 completely different lines. One's from Cain and one's from...
No kidding.
another. But they literally went Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech. And I was like, that's so
They weren't
crazy.
very
I would have
creative.
never noticed that
Yeah, if you
had I
hadn't-
not read it the way that I was reading it. Yeah.
Which I have told so many people that, because I've done it audibly, chronologically, like 2 or 3 times, and because I do it when I'm on the golf course,
Right.
and so it comes across a little bit like, oh, you know, we're not talking about the same whoever. Right? And the same, because there's a lot of duplication of
There's a
names.
lot of duplications.
Right? And so when it flows chronologically, you're like, oh, Enoch, this is Enoch number 2.
Right.
This
Which
is,
who knew there were 2 Enochs.
and when you were reading
there were
it, you
2
would
Lamechs.
never
I
think
never
that.
thought- so that was kinda cool.
It'll
That
be
was really
interesting.
neat.
We'll have to compare like
Yeah,
when
which
you
Bibles.
get to, is yours ESV?
I don't know
Oh,
what version
mine's
I'm
an
in.
ESV.
I don't
ours is
know what
ESV.
version I'm in.
I was just curious.
Yeah,
but
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
we'll
I'll
have to
look.
compare.
It's been really good.
Yeah. It's a
and
lot.
even we watched a drive through the Bible history. Have you ever watched that
No.
on Netflix? It's actually on YouTube. You get it on YouTube. It's a guy that he does a drive through the Bible history, and he like goes explores places and kind of gives you the biblical history of
cool.
the places and the
Yeah,
whatever. And so Sean and I will watch one every
Yeah.
so often. And the other night we were watching one, and I learned some new things, which coordinated with my chronological Bible. He was in Jerusalem, or I forget where he was, but somewhere near like Tel Aviv.
Okay.
Or somewhere. I
Yeah,
can't remember where
yeah.
it was. And he was saying, do you know what tel means? There's Tel Aviv and
Yes,
Tel
yes,
da-da-da and
yes,
Tel da-da-da. And I
yeah.
was like, I don't know what tel
Yeah.
means. And
It's-
it means layers.
Yes.
And so when they do archaeology, it's layers of cities on top of layers.
I learned that when I went to Israel.
Blew me away. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. So
Yeah.
then he started talking about this one place, and all the layers. And he was doing through the history of it. And he was saying this is where the first covenant happened, where Abraham, and he was telling the story and how they used to sacrifice an animal, and they would cut the animal in half, and they'd split the animal, and both parties would walk through the center of the animal as saying, like, the blood of this animal be the thing that we like bind this contract with.
Right.
And so both people would walk through the middle of this animal that they
Yeah.
just cut in
Yeah.
half. And he was like, however, Abraham and the Lord, when the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying you're going to have a multitude of children before he had a kid,
Right.
God sent, he told him to sacrifice an animal and cut it in half. And then God put a pillar of fire that went through the animal. And he's telling this story. And I'm like,
Where's that?
I don't ever remember that story.
Uh-huh.
Like somehow or other, in all my years, I've missed that story. It was just yesterday in the
Isn't that
chronological
crazy?
Bible. And
I
I
know.
was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah. And you would have skipped it.
And I would have missed it. I was
that
like,
how-
that's so
I
fun.
love how
so
God
that was
works
really
like that.
cool. So I'm enjoying the chronological
Yeah.
Bible. All that to say.
if you want to listen to it driving, there's a great chronological Bible.
Send me that because today I
that's
Googled
unaudible.
it trying to figure
Yeah.
out. Like some days I can't get.
You can't read.
Right.
Exactly.
I would like to.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, that'd be great. Thanks.
So okay.
Put
well,
it in the comments.
Cheers. So much we spent good money on new Bibles.
Yeah.
Financial stuff.
Financial stewardship.
Stewardship.